qualities of a CEO. Alright, how to become a CEO? This is Beauty Talks. We're going to talk about this today. Okay, let me start. Okay, there are 8 qualities of a CEO. Now that we have talked to several people who made it in the industry. Okay, so iba-iba yung mga industries na pinasukan nila at iba-iba yung mga pinagdaanan nila, guys. Okay, now, there are certain factors on how the CEO is being made, is being honed, is being molded by their experience. Let's get to know the qualities. Alright, guys, so this is today 8 qualities of a CEO. Let me start. Okay, number 1, your purpose is fuel. Okay, meaning you have to unite your employees for one single vision. Not just 2, not just 3, but only one vision. Okay, what do I mean by that, guys? Okay, so you have to energize your employee. You have to give them inspiration. Ano ba yung emotional hunger nila to carry on their dreams? And that includes working in your company. Okay, so ibig sabihin, employees will think of how they can do a great things to better the world. Alright? Your employee should have the inspiration to carry on. They want to be a part of a success, of a big company, a big deal, a big project. And employees are becoming inspired to be part of something big. That's number 1. Okay, let's have number 2. Okay, number 2, drive the culture you believe in. Okay, what do I mean by that? So, there are 2 things or 2 people in a business. The employees and your customer. Okay, so you have to drive the culture that there is a respect between the boss, between the employees, and between the customers. Okay, now, the critical part of being a CEO is that you are able to retain the right talent, and you should dispatch with grace the wrong employee. Otherwise, your business will go down. Okay, now, it's really hard for this part to do a critical thinking on how you will decide which one is to retain and which one is not. You have to retain a certain balance in such a way that you will limit your social life. Okay, so ibig sabihin, merong first layer, that's your family, that's close to you. The second layer will be your confidante, the one who knows the in and out of the business. Number 3 are your employees. Okay, so you have to inspire them, give them acknowledgement, appreciate them, for them to be retained and work hardly on your company. Okay, what do we mean by drive the culture you believe in? There should be a one culture, and that's your vision. And your employees should be staying in for that reason. You should have one vision, and you should do all together the vision for the betterment and for the success of the company. Okay, number 3, bridge the generational divide. Okay, there should be a collaboration and a respect. Okay, let's imagine a triangle. Okay, the first line is the business, or the people, or the employee. The second one is the finance. Okay, so both of them should be together. Okay, now there is a system. Okay, the system is the flat surface, or the what we call the line that connects the triangle. Okay, so when we talk about these important rules, I have learned this from a Korean CEO. Okay, when I used to teach advanced English, and I coach a business colleague in Korea. Okay, they retain a triangle system in which merong sistema, merong mga tao at customer, at merong finance. So all of them should go together. Okay, now for this customer, for these people, for this employee, for this CEO, and for the finance, they should have a system. Otherwise, the company will collapse. Okay, let's go to number 4. Okay, number 4. Okay, what we have is champion transparency and candor. What does it mean? Okay, so there's a cycle in putting up a company, and there's a cycle for a company to continue growing and growing. Okay, what are this? Okay, there's a cycle. The first cycle is that you have a vision. Okay, on the second phase, there are good deeds, good work, good projects, good plans, and good implementation. On the third phase, okay, for those people who will do good, who will excel, who will get your company going, who will make your company go forward, who will make your company popular, who will make your company well known, okay, and then you have to acknowledge, respect, and appreciate them so they will stay. Okay, now the fourth phase that we have is the celebration. Okay, remember guys, okay, remember SM stands, what else? Ayala Corporation. They don't forget to celebrate. Okay? Pagdating ng let's start with the January, the start of the month. Okay, they celebrate new beginning. On February, they celebrate Valentine's Day. On March, they celebrate graduation and pre-summer fashion. On April, it's midsummer. It has to be hot. So everything will be about summer, clothing, fashion, what else? Vacation, travel. On May, it's about flowers and everything. It's gardening. It's about outdoor activities. When you say June, it's the start of the year for school, and then bride and groom and wedding. Now when you go for July, okay, July in the United States, they celebrate the happy 4th of July. In our country, it's mid-year bonus, okay? So companies give their employees mid-year bonus and all those appreciation monetary blessings for those employees who deserve it. Okay, now when you say August, September, it becomes a pre-Christmas celebration. So remember, Philippines is the only one who celebrates Christmas that starts with August, September, October, November, December until January. Okay, so everyone is preparing for that. Now, when we talk about September, October, Halloween, okay, now they celebrate everything. Do you notice that, guys? Every malls and every places that carries big business, they celebrate it. They tell the people that, hey, this is what we do during this time. So people are able to, number 1, buy. Number 3, make your company profitable. Number 4, celebrate. You too should celebrate, okay? So why? Because you acknowledge the presence of your employees, you acknowledge the presence of the company, you acknowledge the success and the going forward of that business of yours. Okay, so now let's talk about the 6 qualities of being a CEO. You have to embrace the vulnerability as a strength. Okay, guys, this is number 5. What is embracing vulnerability as a strength? Okay, nowadays, before, when you critic a company, they will do something bad for you, or they wouldn't appreciate it. Nowadays, people are very open-minded and people are very wise. They will listen to you, but they will not react. But they know what to do, and the chances are they will not tell you. Okay, so now the big companies nowadays, they're getting feedbacks. They are longing to get your feedbacks. Why? That's the one way to improve, and that's a way to be a bigger company as you are. Okay, so leaders are open to feedback, and for you to know, sometimes you're engaged on how you get that success. You are listening sometimes to your critic. Okay, somebody told me that if you want to be ahead of everybody else, check your critics. Alright? Now, let's go to number 6. Know the details of your business, but don't get stuck in the weeds. What do I mean by that? From the very start, okay, you have to start from the scratch. The reason why a lot of CEO came from a very small role, okay? Nagsisimula sila sa maliit. Nagsisimula sila from scratch. And that idea alone will give them on how to manage the business from the scratch. Okay? So for example, you learn to be a delivery boy. You learn to make your product from scratch. You learn to be a cashier. You are learning to be a merchandiser. You are learning to be a supervisor. You are learning to be a manager until you reach a CEO. The reason why we have known this particular word, internal hiring. They hire the best CEO inside the company. Why? Because that employee started from a small position. Alright? Now, let's have another one. Okay? Knowing the details of your company is very, very important. Okay? So that means if you are hands-on on doing that particular small role, you are going to do a big role in the future. Number 7, challenge the perspective. What do I mean by that? Okay, let's elaborate this. Okay, let's go for here. Okay, it says here on number 7, okay, challenge your perspective. Surrounding yourself with people who push you for clarity and offer different points of view is a fundamental condition for success. You control those people who are around you, okay? They should be a good influence. Okay, this is your perspective, but there are people who want to pull you down, okay? Hindi mawawala yan. Kahit kailangan talaga minsan harapin mo sila and you have to deal with them very well. Okay, now, you have to study and you have to learn how to handle difficult people in difficult situations. Hindi mo sila pwedeng basta awayan o hindi mo rin sila pwedeng basta idemanda, di ba? That's a waste of time and waste of money. For that particular event, okay, you have to deal with them, but then you have to set the limit on how you encounter with them. Hanggang dyan ka lang. Hindi ka pwedeng pumasok sa aking privacy. Hindi ka pumasok dito sa ano na to. You have to know their role in front of you. Okay, what else? It's important to prevent confirmation bias. Situation which have made up our minds and start asking people who will agree with you, okay, with your perspective. We have to be strong enough to open our mind to totally different ways of thinking. A lot of CEOs are very open-minded. Okay? They will listen to you, but they will not get all your points. Remember that? Okay? So, they have to weigh things. Which one is good? Which one is better? Which one is best? Which one is worse? Okay, merong mga measures na kailangan tanggalin mo na siya talaga. Merong mga measures na kailangan hindi talaga siya pwede. Merong measures na kailangan ma-irritate mo siya. Or merong measures na kailangan i-appreciate mo siya for them to excel. And those people in different scenario will give a very good contribution in the success of your company. Okay, what else? When they implement a process to gain unbiased feedback on a regular basis. Okay, the reason why some CEOs have monthly meetings is very important, guys. You know why? You are able to acknowledge, you are able to get new ideas. Siyempre, lahat tayo ay kumukuha ng iba't ibang ideas from different aspects. And that's a company grows. Alright? Okay, now let's go to number 8. Make a decision. You have to make a decision. You have to be you have to stand firm on your belief. Okay? So if it's for the betterment of your company, it says here that as long as you learn from the experience and are open with your team, there's no shame in making a bold decision. Alam niyo ba na mga leaders, matatapang sila inside. They look vulnerable, they look kind, they look calm, but inside their mind is a panicking mind. Ibig sabihin, they are the most critical thinkers. Sila yung mga tao na kaharap mo, napakakalmado nila, but they are writing and they are counting on your performance. At pag hindi talaga pwede, hindi pwede, okay? Ibig sabihin, you have to set a certain limit, a boundary, okay? Now, otherwise, if you don't make a good critical decision, your company will lose. Okay? So you have, sometimes, good employees go away because they are not appreciated. Some good employees are not, are being retained, but they don't excel. They're just there to monopolize, they're just there to gossip, they are just there to bully someone. Chances are your company will go down. Okay? So you have to have that talent and skills on how you will get that place. Alright guys, this has been Mary Young for Beauty Talks. Please subscribe to my channel on YouTube, Coach Mary TV. Alright, and also go to our page and our website, subscribe the Greatness Hub channel, okay? This is shown every 5 to 6 p.m. every Sundays. Have a great day, everyone. Stay beautiful. Have a beautiful day.